Alright guys, here we go. I got the lights removed. I took the hood off. And there it is. There's the heat shield. So this exhaust gets so hot, it was going to bake them LED lights up in there. So this wasn't that bad to do. I got a sheet of this, 24 by 12 I think it was. I removed the back plate. I removed the whole hood, cleaned everything down with wax and grease remover, cleaned it real well. I started on this piece. I started on the hood part, I laid it down, and then just kept peeling the backing back a little bit as I went. And then when I got to here, I stuck this plate on here, lined it up how it was going to be, folded it over to about here with the tape, and then I bolted it on. And then from there, I put the rest of it down, folded it up around the sides, and that way there's one continue piece, nowhere for heat to get up, and then cut my holes out with the razor blade for that. And if you do put this on and decide to put LED lights on, the one thing, these self-locking nuts, you have to get a socket in there and you turn the bolt, you don't turn the nut. If you turn the nut on anything, you'll rip this stuff right off. So just a little hint there. So alright, I'm going to start making the brackets now for the LED lights. The bolt on there and get them lined up. Hopefully get these hooked up, rewired in, and we'll see how bright they are. Alright, got the brackets made, made a stencil, measured everything. I put the lights behind there, measured them, how far they were out to be just like the originals. Made a template out of cardboard, thin cardboard off like a pop container. Measured everything, cut it. I chose aluminum. Only reason is it's a hell of a lot easier for me to work with the rat's tail file for using these bolts. I wanted them, when you put them in there, to lock in. So to file them, make them square and steel would have been just more of a pain in the butt. So there it is. I made these brackets, bolt them there like so. This will go back in where the light is. I'm going to use the same. These are the bolts that came off the halogen lights that were on there, and I'm going to use the same washers that were under there, and it spaced it out perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and finish bolting these together and throw them in there, and I'll show you when that's done. One more quick thing. They don't give you a lot of room. These are the bolts that came with the lights that are supposed to mount to the small brackets in there. But with using them even on this aluminum, you're not getting a whole lot in there. Not a lot of room for lock washers. So I put just a small, very small amount of Loctite on these before I put them on, and hopefully that'll keep them from ever coming loose with vibration. So let me get these bolted on and in there, and I'll show you when it's done. Alright, got them in there. I went ahead and took a paint marker and painted the front of them black. I'll hit them again so you don't see that, but they're on there tight, not going nowhere, and pulled my wires through, and I'll probably end up putting some of this heat tape over these because these get pretty close to the exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and hook all the wiring up now and do that, and then see how it retains heat. Here we go. Headlights with the flood, so we'll take the same stroll as we did with the halogens and see how it compares. doing the video on the headlights, I'll go ahead and show I converted the rear lights to LED. I think I got them at Napa. They came with different lenses. I just took the lenses off a different light. I thought the clear see-through looked better, but there's the tail lights if you convert them to LED also.